So in this video, I will tell you very briefly what those 5 surgeries are, and then I'll explain what the preparation for the implantation of the erectile device consists of and why. Hello my friends, long time no see, and I haven't been making videos in English for a few years. I would like to welcome you into my journey of my FTM transition, and this time it's going to be the implant of an erectile device. So as you might have guessed, maybe not from the first sight, but I'm transgender, I'm a trans man, so born female, transition to male, and I'm on my journey of surgeries, which is going to be now the last surgery of 5 altogether, considering the phalloplasty surgeries. I'm speaking about mastectomy and other surgeries in other videos. So in this video, I will tell you very briefly what those 5 surgeries are and why there are 5, and then I'll explain what the preparation for the implantation of the erectile device consists of and why. I just realized that I haven't introduced myself. So my name is Dimi, I'm 38 years old, I'm Russian, so that's the accent probably. I live in Germany, so that's the accent probably. I used to live in the UK, so maybe that's the accent. But anyway, I am an FTM, a transgender man, undergoing transgender surgeries. Different surgeons do this differently in different countries. So in Germany, in the hospital I am at, there are 5 surgeries. They often speak about 2 phalloplasty stages, but in my case, they speak about 5 stages. For the cisgender people, or people who are not really familiar with the transgender topic, I'm gonna explain that. If I'm speaking about genitals, it might be triggering to some transgender people. So that's why I'm going to name them the junk, or I'll say the opening instead of the vagina, or I'll say that area or something like that. If something is not understandable, I will maybe then say the term, which is really naming the organ. It might be necessary, and then I'll do it just once. The first stage of the 5 was closing up the opening and prolonging the urethra to get it to the clitoris. From now on, I will call that organ the micropenis. In the same stage, in the first stage, they also take a skin flap from your belly, which is this long, like 4 centimeters wide and about 15 to 20 centimeters long, and they roll the skin and put it into the arm. Like they make 2 cuts here and there, tunnel it, and put that rolled skin under there and sew it upstairs and downstairs so that it heals. And it has to heal for about 6 months or longer. This second stage is the most important stage. Surgery takes 8 hours, and what they do is basically they take a skin flap here from from your forearm with the rolled in skin, which is the new urethra. They form a penis. They take also some important vessels and a nerve. They connect the nerve to the micropenis's nerve, which is one of the branches of it, and they connect the new urethra to the lengthened urethra, which was prepared for in the first stage. And yeah, that's the new penis. Basically, that's what they actually normally do in the first stage when people speak about 2 stages. In the third stage, they implant the testicles. In the fourth stage, they implant the erectile device. And in the fifth stage, they make the glanceplasty. In my case, the glanceplasty was the 4th surgery, and the 5th is now the pump, the erectile device. Why? Because there was a small complication and they had to take care about that. So when people speak about the 2nd stage, they speak about implantation of the testicles and the erectile device together, mostly. But it can vary from surgeon to surgeon, from country to country, as I said, and don't take my word for it. There are other FTM guys on YouTube which are explaining the 2 stages in other countries. So now we finally came to the point where I'm explaining the preparation for this pump implantation. Why is it so important to prepare for this surgery? This surgery is one with the most complication rate. They say it's 50-50. If you take all the FTM patients who have complications, then 50% of them have complications because of the erectile device. And most complications which come about from the erectile device come from infections. So what you can do, and even if your surgeon doesn't tell you to do this, you still can. And I recommend to have your urine test done. Urine as a microbiological test. It means that they will check your urine for any microorganisms which do not belong there. If there are any, you might not even feel it anyhow. You won't have any smell or any pain or any other issues at all. But if there are any which are a little bit more than there should be, because we are like full of bacteria and all kinds of germs, right? But there are some limits you have to be careful about before going into this surgery. And you have to do this test at least 2 weeks before the surgery so that you or your doctor can react. To get the results from that test, it takes 5 days. So that's why you have to be fast, like do it in advance. So in 5 days you know your results, and then you can react. React meaning you can take antibiotics before the surgery. So you see, antibiotics, you don't take them in 1 day only. You take them 5 days at least, or longer. In this case, 5 days should be enough. So here you go. If they find something, you need 5 more days before the surgery, take the antibiotics, and they work. In my case, it really was necessary, so I'm really glad that I did that test. What else do you have to do to prepare? Let's see. What else do you have to do to prepare? You have to wash yourself. No, first you have to shave yourself. And I don't mean the beard, and I will actually shave the beard too. But I mean you have to shave there, and you have to shave there a lot. Not like, I don't mean like you have a lot of hair. I mean the area is big. And now I will take you with me.